The global freight market has evolved dramatically over the past decade, with technology and changing consumer behaviour driving the transformation. While it's hard to predict precisely just how the industry will evolve in the future, it's likely that these trends will continue to shape the freight market in the years to come. In line with the global freight market, Espas has also seen significant growth and change driven by various factors such as Brexit, globalisation, e-commerce, technology and changes in consumer behaviour. Here are some of the key trends that we have noted. With the emergence of digital platforms and technology, the freight industry has been shifting from traditional modes of transport to digital freight platforms. This trend has been driven by the need for faster, more efficient and cost-effective freight solutions. E-commerce has also been growing at an unprecedented pace, leading to a surge in demand for logistics services. This has resulted in the expansion of warehousing and distribution networks to cater for the rising demand for final mile deliveries. We've spoken before about the current focus on sustainability. In recent years, the freight industry has been focusing on reducing its environmental impact by adopting more sustainable practices such as green logistics, carbon neutral transport and eco-friendly packaging. More recently, the freight industry has been embracing automation and artificial intelligence to improve efficiency, accuracy and to reduce cost. Automation is now being used widely in many industries and we're all excited about the AI revolution in terms of what it can do for our businesses. My life's changed for the better since ChatGPT came on the scene and I'm really excited about where this can take us over the next 12 months and beyond. AI has already been adopted in various aspects of the supply chain, such as warehouse operations, inventory management and transportation. In line with these global factors, we've noticed a noticeable shift in export, import and shipping trends. Trade agreements, politics, Brexit, inflation and increased shipping costs have meant that global manufacturers are consistently looking for new suppliers and alternative ways to move their cargo. 20 years ago, our core business at Espas was exporting full loads to Europe. Our main markets in terms of volume were France, Germany, Benelux, Spain, Italy and Portugal. Gradually, we saw more movements to Eastern Europe markets, and since Brexit, we're seeing more movement worldwide. There'll naturally be another shift depending on future trade agreements and other global factors. In order to align with our clients and continue to support them in this ever-changing marketplace, our strategic plans at Espas are made in line with customer insight, market trends and forecasts. We listen to the daily challenges that shippers are faced with and work with them to find better solutions that will support their future growth too. More recently, we've worked with Nick at Mojave to ensure that we're delivering on all counts. Here's Nick discussing the rationale and process that we've gone through in order to support exporters, importers in this ever-evolving global marketplace. Hi Nick.
Hi Kelly, good to see you again.
Good to see you. So this year, sustainability is a key focus for us here at Espas. Can you talk us through exactly how you've helped us to drive sustainability in order to support our vision and our mission?
Yeah, sure. Well, weirdly, I don't think I needed to do much to help, to be honest. The Espas team, it was a topic they were really passionate about from the start. When we were doing some of the work on strategy, this was a key theme that they were really eager to address. So we, going through the framework, we explored a number of topics around sustainability, what it meant to the clients and the customers and what it meant to the team internally. We then explored things like recent trends and changes, things that we could see that were coming down the line, as it were, and we explored topics from electric vehicles, hydrogen vehicles, driverless fleets, anything that might be able to reduce the carbon footprint of freight moves, because it was all a direction that the Espas team were really clear that was going to either through the demand of their customers or legislative requirements was going to be something that they were going to need to be able to offer going forward. So they explored a whole host of issues and then explored what that might mean in terms of legislative frameworks coming in, what it might mean in terms of infrastructure requirements to make it work. And they were really alive to starting to be aware of things that they might want to offer, be able to offer partners that might need to work with to be able to make sure that their clients had access to the sustainable solutions of the future.
With globalisation as a continued trend, can you talk us through the work that you've done with Espas to develop the emerging markets, in particular between the UK and India?
Yeah, so this was a really interesting conversation as we went through the sort of assessment of trends and changes that might impact the freight sector. And what was really clear was that the dominance of the developed markets is likely to change over the next sort of 10, 20 years or so, and emerging markets are going to play a far bigger role. And when it came to UK-based businesses, we looked at a whole range of things in terms of political ties, existing trade ties, crossover of various sectors, legal ties, and a whole host of factors. And what was really clear was that India, perhaps especially, was really well placed to have very close connections with the UK. That was, as I say, for a whole host of reasons, including potentially imminent trade deals being agreed. So India as an emerging market is one that's particularly relevant, especially to the global economy, but perhaps especially for the UK economy. And Espas are really well positioned to support growth between the UK and India.
Can you talk us through the rationale and focus towards improving our sea and air freight offering here at Espas?
Yeah, I mean, this was a really almost an entirely logical conclusion, because obviously as an island nation for the UK, if you're going to start trading beyond the UK, at some point you're going to need either sea or air freight capability. And Espas already had a really good sea and air freight capability, but put in context of some of the other things that they are looking for and positioning the business for the future, it was really clear that is going to become of increasing relevance.
Absolutely.
And the Espas leadership team have taken steps to really invest in and deepen the expertise within their sea and air freight capability to support growth more globally, obviously including those emerging markets we've just been referring to.
In line with new trade deals, in line with the support that we've got through our WCA agency representation, we're very well placed to help develop and sort of bolster the sea and air freight offering that we've got.
Yeah, that membership of the WCA network and the access and understanding that gives you a global freight market was really something that came up. And again, the sea and air freight capability to be able to put forward into that space was a really valuable one.
In addition to our European, obviously, as well, it was a
Absolutely.
no-brainer.
Yeah, it was a sort of how do we expand the footprint effectively? Yeah. Absolutely.
Having worked with myself and the rest of the leadership team for the last few months, how do you feel Espas's capability? Where do you feel Espas's capabilities lie in terms of freight expertise? And can you explain, in your opinion, how you think that we stand out from the crowd, being the only 100% employee-owned freight forwarding business in the UK?
Yeah, what was really apparent to me from quite an early point was that Espas have some real proven expertise in areas such as express or time-critical freight delivery, and that has really enabled the business to grow significantly. And you see that especially in the European markets. That is now being put together with this enthusiasm and understanding of, and through your sea and air freight department, the ability to expand that more globally into more globally and emerging markets. So, the time-critical express capability along with the sea and air freight capability is really key. I think another bit that really stood out was the fact that because you are an employee-owned business, the passion and motivation of every single one of the employees at Espas, it doesn't matter who ends up answering a phone or responding to an email, that person is really motivated to deliver an outstanding job for your clients and customers. And I think that has been a key factor driving the growth of the business in recent years. So I think that does give a slightly unique, or certainly a very distinctive flavour to Espas that should hopefully reassure any clients and customers that come up in terms of them knowing they're going to get the best capability and the best service Espas can possibly offer. Absolutely,
and that was always the intention and the reason for sort of Tony's decision in the first instance. Thank you.
Pleasure.
After 3 exceptional years, the world of freight is evolving at an even faster pace. Digitisation, sustainability, e-commerce and AI are key themes for every exporter and importer. Connectivity with our customers and suppliers is a priority for us here at Espas. Improved internal processes that can improve our customer experience form part of that priority. If you're exporting and importing on a global scale, what are your key priorities for the coming years? Maybe we can work with you to find a solution. Get in touch, we'd love to chat to you. As always, we're here to help.